Welcome everyone. Today we'll be talking about your day 1 of the foundation course. This day 1 course is divided into 10 different sections. Now we'll be talking about section 9, which is your 360-degree walkthrough render. So in your previous session, we would have already talked about how we can take a quick daytime or a nighttime perspective render, right? When it comes to 360 walkthrough, the process is exactly the same. In fact, it is much simpler. First, in your rendering window, right now we are in the perspective tab. Make sure you select on this 360-degree walkthrough tab, so that now we can take your 360-degree. Unlike your perspective render, in your 360-degree walkthrough, there isn't anything called camera settings at all. You will find something known as camera height. This will control the height of the camera. You won't have FOV, clipping or any other camera related setting. That is because your panorama will take a render of your entire 360-degree around the camera. It is not like the camera is focusing on one specific viewport. It will render the 360-degree around that specific camera position. And the process is exactly simple. If you want to take a daytime panorama render, make sure you follow the same parameters and value which was discussed in your previous section. Here, just set the resolution here. If you are taking for a quick panorama render, you can either go for 4K or 5K. But if you are going for a final panorama render, my personal recommendation is to either go for 5K or 8K. Let me just go for 8K. Once that is done, make sure click on the advanced setting and let your specular reflection and render complex material is toggled on. Once that is done, you can directly hit generate and your 8K panorama render is on the process. Now you can follow the same process and set in different viewports here. So now let me just go for the plan view, and here can you see this is the camera. So I can literally drag it and I can position the camera, and here I can click this toggle which will rotate the camera around that single pivot point, and the preview of this can be checked here in this window. So as I move my camera, I can check how the preview viewport will be in that point. And once you're okay with this output, you can just hit generate. And once you placed your camera at that specific point, and if you feel like saving it, on the right here you have something called user views, and that you can click and save this specific camera position. Remember, unlike your perspective render where the viewport is saved, in your panorama the camera position is saved. Though if you move your camera to any other point, if you click on that saved position, your camera will be back onto the point. You can follow the same process and you can render the panorama for your other camera positions as well. So now let's just check your panorama render progress here. So for that also click on gallery, and here your panorama progress can be checked. So one panorama is already rendered. Can you see this is the panorama output which you will get. In default, if you look in this preview window itself, your camera will auto rotate, but if you want, you can use your cursor, drag it and look at your desired views. Now your another panorama is completed. So this one is the panorama view of the bedroom here. This one is another 8K panorama of the living room. This piano space here, where you can also have a glance of your dining region. And this is the panorama view of the dining. And this is how you can take a quick panorama renders for your project. So with this, your section 9 of day 1 foundation course is completed.